So, why on earth, if someone is really good at speaking, why on earth would you sew their mouth shut? That is the question that Deadpool poses. Deadpool, guys. Deadpool came out Valentine's Day, and it's about Deadpool, obviously. And Deadpool, we did see him in X-Men Origins Wolverine, except his mouth was sewn shut. But in this movie, you get to see his full character arc. And I'll be honest, I didn't really know much about his character other than what I saw in X-Men Origins Wolverine. So I was quite surprised to see him break the fourth wall a lot, be very self-aware, poke fun of 20th Century Fox, just basically be self-aware altogether. And you can tell that from the first scene of the movie with the credits, where they are just making fun of directors and producers who made the film. It's just great to see that, because there aren't too many self-aware films out there as of late. I think the last one I saw was the Lego Movie, which was 2 years ago at this point. So it's very interesting to see that. And this isn't a film that has a lot of plot. People that have read the comics probably know that best of all. But for someone who doesn't really know about it, I picked up on it right away, because the plot is very simplified. It's basically about how Wade Wilson basically gets mutant powers, and basically wants to get revenge on the guy that gave him those powers, because he looks like an avocado. It's pretty funny. And he also wants to get back his girlfriend. So it's very simple. It's very like superhero-esque. Even though the movie claims he's not a superhero, but you know, I mean, for argument's sake, he's just a mercenary. For argument's sake. But it's interesting to kind of see his arc and just how much he changes, but at the same time he keeps that sense of humor even during dour times, and I liked that especially about the movie. It's also one of those movies, much like every Marvel film, where the score, the look of the film is just, you know, it's spot on. There's nothing special, but it still looks good, and that goes a long way, because when I looked into this movie, they cut out, I think it was $7-8 million off the budget, because 20th Century Fox probably didn't really believe in this film, but as many of you guys know, this movie's doing incredibly well. And what they took out was action scenes. They were originally going to film action scenes, and that's a shame, because there are only 2 action scenes in this movie. Both action scenes are extremely well done, fast, funny, and interesting. And, you know, like I said, it's a shame that they took those out, because it would have added like even more depth to the film. The film, unfortunately, isn't that like deep. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's a crowd-pleasing movie. You'll enjoy it while you're with the crowd members. But truth be told, you have to look at it like this. A hero is great and all, but you need to have a strong villain that can kind of like clash with him. But in the case of this movie, there isn't a strong villain. In fact, the villain is very one-dimensional, and I get it. He's supposed to be that way, but it still, for me, detracted from the movie, because I was kind of looking at it, I was like, well, he's very flat, he's very boring, versus Ryan Reynolds' Wade Wilson, who's very interesting. So I just wish that they put more development into the other side characters as well as the villain, because the side characters, truth be told, they are hilarious, but there's nothing really to them. They're fluff characters. And yes, this is kind of a fluff movie, but I still wish I saw more depth to it. Maybe that's just because I have like really, really high standards when it comes to all movies, but you know, unfortunately, you know, I had to take off some points for that. But nonetheless, I will be giving Deadpool a 4 out of 5 star rating. It is a very, very enjoyable film. I think you guys will really like it. If you haven't seen already, give a spin. I think you'll like it very much so. And if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button.